Just when I thought the 2021 Z71 Tahoe was the coolest SUV to have nowadays, we ended up getting this on our lot. Guys, we have the pinnacle of luxury large SUV. 2021 High Country Suburban. Just got it on our lot a couple days ago. Hasn't been PDI'd yet, but man, I tell you what, this thing is a absolute Now let's talk about what's under the hood of the High Country. Whether you get the Tahoe or the Suburban, it is going to come standard with a 6.2 liter V8 as Chevy has to offer, giving you 420 pound. Now let's talk about what you're getting underneath the hood in the High Country Suburban or the High Country Tahoe. High Country trim level comes standard with a 6.2 liter V8, giving you 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. You are not going to be lacking in the power category when you are driving a boat like this. As you can see here, this is one of the many wheel options you can get on a High Country Suburban. 22-inch machine alloy wheels with a little bit of the polished chrome look in between each spoke. I think it's a very nice look to it. Gives it more of an elegant feature. I think it goes hand in hand with this color. This is shadow gray metallic. We do offer this on quite a few of our other models. I just think it's an all-around good color. You are also gonna get quad-tipped exhausts. They do have a very nice exhaust note to it when you start it up too. Quite surprising when we got it on the Tahoe. Another nice little luxury feature that you've seen on some other vehicles in the car industry is with the High Country, you do get the automatic retracting running boards. They come out when you need them, getting in and out of the vehicle. But it gives you that flush look when you close the door. Give it a couple seconds and the running boards do retract back up. As you can see, bringing it back around to the grill again. High Country Tahoe, Suburban, Silverados even get you this nice copper finish on the grill. I don't really know too much about it. I just know that it looks really good. Again, it's one of those more elegant features. Spending so much money on these vehicles, you just want it to look as good as it possibly can. I think Chevy did a really good job that you are spending. As you can see here, all the options. You get the premium package, giving you those power assist steps, panoramic sunroof, adaptive cruise, enhanced automatic emergency braking, trailer brake controller in there in case you are towing anything, and enhanced cooling radiator for when you are towing heavy volume. Bringing you to a total price of $81,200. Like I said, you are spending quite a bit on this vehicle, but I can assure you are getting your money's worth. Getting in the High Country. Chevy did a really good job stepping up their game with the quality of the interior. You actually do have real wood grain interior in here now. It's not that cheap plastic. Can see everything with the grain. It's a beautiful color. Leather across the entire dash. Perforated leather seats with this nice, I don't know, crisscrossing pattern, zigzaggy lines. Nice white stitching. And I don't know, this like white and black piping along the seats. I just think it looks good. Of course, on all the High Country trim levels, just like a Denali for GMC, you are getting the High Country embroidering on the headrests. It's a nice little extra touch. Get the very large panoramic sunroof. That is absolutely awesome, whether it's you and your passenger up front or the passengers in the back. They're going to be able to enjoy that sunlight or a starry night if you're driving at night. Don't forget about the huge wireless charging in here. A big complaint in the car industry was a lot of these wireless charging pads were very undersized. Phones keep on getting bigger. The Samsung Galaxy, the iPhones, they're getting huge now. They actually used to have the wireless charging right here. As you can see, that's not that big. That's like 2.5 inches maybe. I know my phone's wider than that. So Chevy did a very good job putting the wireless charger right here. It's not gonna matter what size phone you have, it's gonna fit in there. And here is the cabin. Everything is pretty well put together. Again, I don't know what this is right here. More leather. It definitely looks good. All the buttons are easy to get to. You do have your heated and cool seats for the driver and the passenger, heated seats in the back. Everything here, front collision monitoring and your adaptive cruise is going to be right there. Heated steering wheel with a very nice leather wrapped steering wheel as well. All your different buttons over here for your lane keep assist, parking sensors. You do have the auto start and stop feature inside this vehicle. Not a lot of people like that, so Chevy did give you the option to turn it off. You do get some 3-prong outlets in here as well. Turn that on, that'll power those up so you're not always draining your battery. In the high countries, you do have a heads-up display. Might be a little hard to see with the frame rate right there, but Chevy is known for having one of the best heads-up displays in the car industry. Obviously, everyone knows they started it on the Corvettes, brought it to the Camaros, now they're bringing it to the Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans. You can cycle through some information. You can just get the speedometer, and it'll also read the speed limit on whatever road you're driving, having navigation, car lengths in front of you, compass direction, and it's also going to give you angles for departure and approach angles in case you do happen to take this a little bit off-road, off the unpaved path. Also, being a high country, you obviously will have navigation in here. Very responsive touchscreen as well. Zooms in, rotates however you want it to. The infotainment 3 systems now in the GM vehicles, I think, has gotten a lot better now. Honestly, I don't know really anybody else who can compete with it. I'm even talking about the more high luxury brands. Really cool features now is you are starting to see it more in the car industry. You do have just a normal rear view mirror. It is auto dimming in case somebody flashes you with their high beams, but all you have to do is flip the switch back here, and now you have a camera. This is actually a great feature in case you have people sitting in the back and they can't see you. You can tap some buttons here. You can adjust the brightness. If it's later at night while you're driving, you can zoom in and out, and you can also raise and lower the height. I usually just keep it in the middle until I actually get it out on the road and then adjust. All right, and not only do you have just these normal parking sensors, they are also used for rear cross traffic alert. If you're backing out of a space, say at like a grocery store or something, and there's somebody coming flying down the aisle, these corner sensors are gonna read that car coming down, alert your vehicle, alert you to stop. If you don't stop, it will automatically. And actually bringing it up here too, I saw in the last video for my Tahoe, somebody was wondering where the rear wiper blade was. They thought they got rid of it. That's not the case at all. This whole spoiler thing going on now is definitely common in the car industry with SUVs and crossovers. What Chevy has done is put the wiper blade underneath it. It's flush, it's hidden away, gives this a lot cleaner look. So yeah, don't worry. Chevy didn't get rid of the rear wiper. Being a high country, you are gonna get the automatic power lift gate. As you can see here now, Chevy has greatly increased the cargo space with the third row up. In the old models, 2020 and older, for a Tahoe or a Suburban, this was a lot smaller. You're probably talking about, actually right here where this crease was, probably cut that out, and that's the space that you had before. Chevy made the Tahoe and the Suburban longer, giving you more cargo space. This is still probably gonna be my favorite feature in the Tahoe and the Suburban. As you see here, you have some buttons here. They're gonna lower the third and second row seats. I'm gonna do the 2 third rows. It is power, fold down flat. And now the second row, as you're gonna see, it's gonna self-correct the seats so that they do fold down flat without you having to go open up the passenger door. And there you have it, see? Didn't have to go up there. That way, if you have the passenger or the driver's seat too far back, if you're a tall person, like I said, these 2 second rows right here, they're gonna adjust for you. And here I am backing up the 21 Suburban into a spot. Just look at the camera quality we're working with here. Like one other thing that Chevy has definitely stepped their game up into is the camera quality. All the different angles too. You can do the front camera or the back camera. As you can see here on the left hand side, we also have a 360 view. You can do a bird's eye view right from the back. That way you know exactly how close you're getting. Like right there, I have a guardrail. You have blind spot cameras, a dedicated towing camera. There are 2 different cameras back there. One's gonna be a backup camera giving you all these other lenses. This one's a dedicated tow camera. So when you are backing up to a hitch for a trailer, a boat, anything, you can use that camera lens right there. And then you can change the different lines that you want. This is just for like backing into a normal spot. The single line, again, is more for trailering, getting back into a hitch, or you can just turn it off altogether if you don't like it. And then you can just give the whole view here. If you don't want the 360 view on the left-hand side, that's okay. You can get rid of it. I do like personally having both of them. While I was backing up into this spot is take a look at the difference in size alone between the 21 and the 20. This is still a new Suburban left over on our lot. We have a couple left. This is our first 21 Suburban. Just take a look just at the sheer size of the front end of these. Definitely sits up higher too. Hood's higher, just everything about it. It's just a more massive. Now, as you can see here, I probably have about 6 inches ahead of the 20. So keep that in mind. We're gonna go up to the front here. Actually, this is a good view right here. But I'm still this is at least a foot and a half maybe, of how much further ahead I am on the 21. So yeah, it's definitely at least a foot longer altogether and just total size. The thing I didn't do in the Z71 Tahoe video was actually take it out on the road and drive it just so you guys can get an idea. That's why I wanted to make this a little bit shorter of a video, just going around all the features of the Suburban, so I had time to take it out on the road and not actually make it a super long video for you guys. So I'm gonna run right back inside real quick, grab my dealer plate, and we're gonna take this thing out for a drive. All right, driving the 21's High Country Suburban. All right, I got started on an incline and it felt pretty good going up the hill so far. I mean, having the 420 horsepower is definitely gonna help. Turn here. We're gonna hop on the highway here. I definitely wanna see what kind of power we're working with in the acceleration category when we're getting onto the highway. And I gotta be careful here. All right, getting on, doing about 38 right now. It's already showing the speed limit for the highway before you even get on it. Shit. Excuse my language, guys. All right, now I want to show you guys how the adaptive cruise control works. First, you turn on the adaptive right there and you set it. And now I'm gonna do, speed limit is 55, so let's just do 55. Lagging there a little bit. So we're gonna get into the next lane. And this is where I wanted to read the truck out in front of us. Wow, then the truck's turning right. All right, so we're gonna up the speed a little bit. I'm gonna set it to 60. See there, you can kind of see on the heads up display right there. It actually broke for us because that truck was still reading in our lane. There's a camera lens right there reading the vehicle ahead of us, and we'll adjust the speed accordingly. You can set this gap right here. So if you press this button, you can do a gap adjustment on how far away you want to be from the vehicle in front of you. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna set it to 65, but it's gonna limit us. You can see that right there. We're only doing 55 because this white, I believe it's a Honda Accord up there, they're only doing so fast. So that's what the adaptive cruise control does. You don't ever have to worry about actually putting your foot on the brake. The blind spot monitoring's performing beautifully. It's reading that blue Toyota right there. All right, we're doing 45 now. I think what we're gonna do is turn off the cruise control and we're gonna get in the left lane. All right, one more time. I want to get you guys my reaction when I put it on the gas real quick. I'm doing about 58 right now. I'm trying to let this tractor trailer in front of me get a little ways ahead. So, all right, I think we got enough room now. All right, here we go. And I'm not gonna tell you my speed right now. Definitely accelerated though. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna get the speed back down here. All right, I'm gonna hover us around 55. All right, so watch this. Yeah, the 6.2 V8 definitely gets up and goes, guys. No doubt about that. All right, now I just gotta try and find an exit and turn back around. All right, so I know everything I'm saying obviously is gonna be very biased. I do sell Chevys, so I'm always gonna talk highly about the vehicles that I do sell. But honestly, even going around this corner, this is gonna be a good example for us. The new Tahoe and Suburban, I think Chevy did an amazing job with the body roll, the handling, just the overall suspension of the vehicle. Compared to previous generations of the Suburban and Tahoe, it is a giant improvement. Like right here even, this is a pretty quick turn to merge back onto the highway. I barely shifted in my seat. For people in the second and third row, I do believe this is going to be a very comfortable vehicle for them to ride in. Whether you're a child or a full-grown adult, it doesn't matter. Getting on the highway is an absolute breeze too. Overall, this is just an amazing ride. I know a lot of people I've shown Tahoe Suburbans to that were comparing them to maybe say a Traverse, a more traditional size third row SUV. They would always say with the previous generation Tahoe and Suburban that it felt way too much like a truck, which yes, it was pretty much a truck. But it wasn't that much comfortable of a ride. You felt all the bumps, you were constantly moving, whereas the Traverse is a lot smoother ride. Well, now I think the tables have turned for sure. Suburban and Tahoe are probably the most comfortable ride that we have to offer in the Chevy lineup. I full-heartedly agree with that. All right, let's just do one more acceleration test just for the heck of it. So there you have it, guys. 2021 High Country Suburban. Hopefully I showed you everything I could show you about it. Like I said, I tried to leave some things out that I already showed in the Z71 Tahoe, because this is going to have everything that Tahoe has, plus some. So I tried to add the extra stuff in there that the Tahoe didn't. If I missed anything that you wanted to see about or know about, just let me know down in the comments below. Try to answer every single comment that I get down there for you guys. But yeah, overall, this is an amazing piece of machinery. I do definitely think the price is justified. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Like I said, comment any other comments, questions, concerns you have about the Suburban or any other Chevy vehicles in our lineup. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys may have. Other than that, please go watch my other videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to make this a bigger channel for you guys. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed and have a great day.